Hi friends, I am Dr. M.H. Chennaiya, former Professor of Mechanical Engineering and uh, Principal at Dr. Shivakumar Mahaswamy College of Engineering, Bangalore. In today's session, we are going to have the projections of a pentagonal pyramid which is resting on one of its slant edges on HP. So, as usual, I will show you the object, the pentagonal pyramid, which is going to rest on one of these slant edges on HP. So, we have here, friends, the pentagonal pyramid having sides AB, BC, CD, DE and EA, each measuring 25 mm, and the height of the solid from the vertex to the center of the base O1 is given to be 50 mm. Now the object has to rest on one of its slant edges. Slant edges are OA, OB, OC, OD and OE. So there are 5 slant edges. As per the rule of the projection of pyramids, whenever any pyramid has to rest on one of the corners or on one of the slant edges such as OA, or the slant edge is inclined to HP, you have to draw the top view of the pyramid such that one of that corner should come to your right side. So friends, I am showing you here. I am going to place this pyramid on HP, on its base, such that the corner A of the solid will come to the right side of the observer, and very obviously the side opposite to that will be normal to VP, the vertical plane. So let me just start this problem. So let us analyze the problem step by step and complete the projections. So I am going to place the pyramid on HP with corner A coming to your right side and the opposite side being perpendicular to VP. Look at the object from the top to start with. Obtain the projections, that is the top view of the solid, which is going to be a pentagon with the center of the pentagon joined to all the corners OA, OB, OC, etc. This is the XY line, and I mark VP by HP. I construct a pentagon below this. You know how to construct also. So the side AB, this I mark it as AB. Then I have to mark this side C here. You know the angle here. This is 360 divided by 5 side, that is 72 degrees, is 90, and this is this side B. C will be this side. This is on the same vertical line drawn through that. You are going to have the other corner, and exactly in the center you will have this the lost corner. So this is A, B, C, D and E. So this is the top view of the base of the pyramid. Now I am going to locate the center of this base, that is by just taking the point of intersection of any two adjacent sides, that is AB is a perpendicular bisector. Similarly here you have the other perpendicular bisector. I mark this as O, indicating the vertex. Join O to A, O to B, O to C, O to D, O to E. So OA, OB, OC, OD and OE represents the slant edges of the solid in the top view. Let me also mark open the center of the base, and the dimension of this is 25 mm given in the problem. So this is how the pyramid looks in the top view with all these dimensions. So I know the center. Look, draw a vertical line from the center, dash dot, mark the height that height is given to be 50 mm in the problem. So I call this point as O dash and take this height equal to 50 mm. 50 mm is the length of the axis or height of the solid. So after getting this, let me locate all the corners of the base. So A and B fall on this. This is A dash, B dash. Then C and D will fall on the same line here. This is C dash, E dash. D dash is here. This is the D dash. And O dash is here. So this line A dash, B dash, C dash, E dash and D dash represents the base of the pyramid. And now I am going to join this, call the corners to the vertex. So I am going to have this slant edge OA, OB, so O dash, A dash, O dash, B dash, O dash, C dash, O dash, E dash, and the last generator is OD. OD. Now you can see, friends, the object is resting on its base on HP, and O dash D dash represents one of the slant edge of the solid. So this is one of the slant edge. This is the corner, the slant edge. So in the front view, you should be able to see this triangle and this triangle, two triangles you can see here. Now O dash D dash, the O dash D dash represents one of the slant edges. I will mark it as is one slant edge which is inclined to HP. But it says has to rest on one of the slant edges on HP. So whatever the figure I have marked here, marked as figure number 1, is going to be redrawn such that the last line O dash D dash rests on the XY line or HP. This is done like this. So let me construct this triangle O dash, A dash, B dash and D dash. So what is that I should do first? Mark anywhere on this line D dash, and you know the base D dash, A dash. Take this length, strike an arc. Anywhere, an arc. This length, I draw an arc. Next again, O dash D dash is underlined. So from here, O dash D dash I have just, this is D dash, and opposite to that is A dash, B dash should come here. Join them, join this, and as for you, the bottommost point is A dash, the uppermost point is A dash, B dash. Then measure this distance from D dash. What is the distance of C dash, E dash? It will come somewhere here. C dash, E dash. Finally, the axis, which is perpendicular, axis will be between AB and C, right? This is the axis of the solid. I mark it as O dash. This is O1 dash. I am joining all these slant edges to the vertex O dash. This is the front view of the solid. So this is the figure number 1 and this represents figure number 2. So figure number 1 and 2 are exactly identical. So after placing the object on one of the slant edges, now the solid is resting on slant edge O dash B dash. So I will say slant edge on HP. Slant edge on HP means resting on HP. This is the axis of the solid. Now after getting this, let us look the object from the top and obtain the corresponding top view of the solid. Friends, since the base of the solid is completely visible whenever it is resting on O dash B dash, I am going to get 5 points for the base of the solid and join all those 5 points representing the corners by straight line. So follow the procedure. Let me start from point A, vertical line from A, the horizontal line from A, this will be the point A. Similarly, vertical line from B, horizontal line from B, this point is going to be B. Likewise, C and E will fall on this, C and E lines here, so E here and C on the other end. So this is point C. you have got finally the vertical line to be drawn from the horizontal from D here. The point of intersection will give you D. So you have got A, B, C, D and E, all the 5 corners of the base. Since the object is resting on one of its slant edges, as I told you before, all the 5 corners of the base or all the 5 edges of the base are completely visible to the observer when he sees from the top. So join all these by straight line. So I am going to join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E and E to A. All these by straight line. This represents the complete base of the solid. Mark O1, the center of the base. It lies on this line. This is your O1. So base I have got. Now I have to obtain the vertex. To obtain the vertex, draw like this. A vertical line from O, the vertex, a horizontal line from here. The point where those two intersect is O. Friends, you know very well that excepting O dash D dash, the slant edge on which the object is resting on HP, all other lines are completely visible. So if you look at this object, friends, in the top view, you can see all the 5 points. You can get triangle here, triangle, this triangle also you can see, but the triangle, all the slant edge on which the object is resting, this is not visible to the observer in the top view. That is to say, that line OD on which the object rests is not visible to the observer, and hence I show this slant edge by a dotted line. So first I am going to join this by a dotted line indicating that it is not visible to the observer. So as usual, join the vertex to all the corners. So if you join them and like this, it is O to A, O to B, O to C, O to D and O to E. Only this is not visible to the observer. So this is the front view of the solid in the second position. This is the top view of the solid. And finally, there is one more condition given in the problem. He says, draw the projections when the plane containing the axis is O1 and the slant edge on which it rests, slant edge is O dash D dash, is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Friends, in the front view, O dash O1 dash represents the axis, O dash D dash represents the slant edge on which it is resting. This line O dash O1 dash D dash represents the triangular surface which is normal to HP because these 3 points fall on the same line. That is O1D represents the plane containing the axis O dash O1 dash and the slant edge O dash D dash. So now he says, I have write down here, this is the plane which is parallel to VP. Plane is O1D. But he says it has to be at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. So friends, this figure number 3 is going to be redrawn on a line which is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. So mark a line at an angle of 30 degrees to XY, and on this line you have to construct this figure. The procedure is same as before. Mark O, the vertex of the solid, and on that mark this OD. OD is the true length. Same value, I will mark D here, the last point D. From there, from D, move on that line over this distance and get what is E, and this point is C. So E and C I will get here. I will get E and I will get C here. You can just mark E here and C here, EC. I got this gap is equal to this gap. Then afterwards move this much distance and get what is AB. So I will just move the distance on that line and mark what is A and B. So this is C, D, E. It has to be compulsorily A. This is B, C, D, E, and all these are visible. Let me just join them. So this is joined here, join there. Join all these to OA, OE, OB, OC, and only this line is a dotted line. That is a slant generator. Slant edge joining the object resisting. Mark O1 after this is C. So this will be somewhere here. This is your O1. Friends, you can see here I have redrawn this figure. The figure number 3 as figure number 4 here. I am just maintaining the same distance, same measurements, and only the thing is this is drawn at an angle of 30 degrees to VP. Friends, you observe here figure number 3 and 4 are the same. The base of the solid is nearer to the observer, whereas the vertex of the solid is away from the observer or nearer to. Since the condition is not specified here, you have the choice to take the base nearer to the observer or vertex. It's always preferable in all the pyramids to take the base of the solid nearer to the observer, so that all those 5 or 6, whatever the number of edges, you will be able to see completely in the front view. Now we are left with the construction of the final front view of the solid. Follow the procedure and get the figure. So I will start with the point A. Vertical line from A, the horizontal line from A. This will give you A dash. Likewise B, vertical line from B, horizontal line from B, the point is B dash. A dash, B dash. C and E will fall on this. So write a line here, the horizontal line. C and E. E will come somewhere here. This is E dash. So A dash, B dash. Then C will come on the same line somewhere here. So let me mark it here. This is for C. That is C dash. We got A dash, B dash, C dash, D. D is at the extreme end. So maybe somewhere here you will get D. D dash I will mark. Then vertex. The vertical line drawn from here, the horizontal, they intersect here. This will be our O dash, the vertex in the front view. Friends, now we have to join all these 5 corners of the base by solid lines because they are completely visible. So I am going to join A to B, A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C, A dash, E dash. Then this is our C dash, I will mark here C dash. This is to be marked joined to this. So we got A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. They are all the 5 corners of the base of the solid, they are visible. Now let me join the vertex to all the corners of the base. So O dash to B dash, a full line. O dash to D dash, the generator on which you think is a full line. O dash to C dash is again a full line. Now finally I have to obtain the slant edges O dash E dash and O dash A dash. Friends, when you just join O dash E dash, it is intersecting this line C dash B dash. Hence the slant edge has to be shown by an invisible line, a dotted line. Likewise, when you are joining O dash and E dash, is again going to be a dotted line because it is intersecting the line D dash C dash. Now finally let me mark O, the center of the base, O from here. So this is O1 dash. You can also join. Friends, you can see I have completed the complete projection of the solid, and finally you will see there is one more condition. It is resting on one of the slant edges such that the 2 triangular faces contain the slant edge. The slant edge is O dash D dash or OD. The 2 triangular faces containing that are O dash D dash C dash is one triangle, O dash D dash E dash is other triangle, and this if you just observe they are making equal angle, say alpha with HP. So this problem is satisfying, or this solution is giving all the requirements that are asked in the question. And finally mark this as the front view and this is the top view of the solid. And friends, this will give you the complete solution. And this is Dr. M.H. Amyan signing off.